Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market analysis. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do want to click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Yeah, so last week was good. All right, if you watched my analysis for last week, you should be smiling at the end of the week because whatever I said here played exactly as I was expecting. All right, yeah, so we are going into a new week. We look forward to see how this week also goes. These days, I don't really focus that much on the news calendar. All right, yes, because at a point in time, I realized it was a distraction. All right, because sometimes I'll be on the market and I'll be anticipating how the market is going to react when news comes, instead of me focusing so much on whatever I need to focus on. All right, but the twist is that you have to, as a swing trader, these high impact news that comes on the weekly basis doesn't really have impact on a higher time frame. All right, when I talk about a higher time frame, I'm talking about 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours upwards daily. All right, you don't really see that much impact. But on a lower time frame, if you're a day trader, you should be concerned about the daily news that is the high impact news that are coming. All right, yes, but there are four major news that you should be concerned with so far as you're a swing trader. We have the CPI, we have the FOMC, we have the interest rate announcement, then we have the GDP. All right, these news have so much impact, especially on the higher time frames. All right, yes, especially on the higher time frame. So if you are a swing trader, these four impact news or these four major news is what your focus should be on. And so this week coming up is CPI on Thursday. All right, yeah, so we expect to see how the market is going to react. Definitely there's going to be, it's going to influence the trend of the market so far as this month is concerned. All right, that is the CPI. All right, so these four major impact news I spoke about influences the trend of the market: CPI, interest rate announcement, FOMC, GDP. All right, any other high impact news apart from these ones does not influence the direction of the market. Take it from me. All right, these are the four major news that you should be concerned on, especially if you are a swing trader. All right, yes. For the other newses, you can just leave it for the day traders. But you as a swing trader, you should be much concerned about these four major high impact newses. All right, yeah. So let's delve into the market and see what is up for us. First, this week is concerned. We start with the dollar index. So for the dollar index, we have seen the daily taking out a major high right here. All right, yes. Last week I made you aware that I was expecting to see a little bit of a retracement. All right, but as it stands now, we are seeing a major takeout or a major buy side takeout on a daily time frame, which is giving us a change in trend signal. All right, which is giving us a signal of price pushing to the upside. But I want us to move to the weekly and see what is happening on the weekly time frame. Yeah, so for the weekly time frame, price still looks bearish. All right, if you look at the bigger picture, you could see that price is still bearish on the weekly time frame. Price is still looking bearish on the weekly time frame. All right, here. So this area will be my focus. All right, yeah. So for the weekly, if it happens that price closes above this candle right here, all right, market opens and then price closes above this candle right here at the end of the week, then definitely we can tell that on a long term we will see price pushing to the upside. All right, this is the weekly time frame, so I'm talking strictly to the weekly time frame. But let's switch back to the daily time frame and see what is happening there. All right, for the daily time frame, we've taken out a major high right here. All right, so we are seeing the change in trend happening on the daily time frame. All right, the change in trend has begun happening on the daily time frame, but for the weekly it is still bearish. All right, for the weekly it is still bearish. So as it stands now, going into this week, I will expect to see price giving us some form of retracement. All right, on the daily, see price retracing on the daily, then we see a push up. All right, because we've taken out a major high right here. So for the daily, we are seeing price pushing to the upside, or we are seeing signals of what of a bullish trend setting into the market. But don't forget, notwithstanding, look at this candle right here. This is the last up close candle prior to price was pushing to the what to the downside of this whole move. So this candle here is going to be very, very important. All right, this candle here is going to be very, very important. So if you are planning on taking, if you are planning on looking out for the dollar index to push to the upside, for now, that should be a short-term objective. All right, because of this candle right here, that should be a short-term objective. Your long-term objective of price pushing to the upside on the dollar index should set in if you see price violating this high and closing above it. All right, that is where your long-term of price, or your long-term objective of the dollar index pushing to the upside should set in. But as it stands now, if you're having any objective of price pushing to the upside so far as the dollar index is concerned, it should be a short term. All right, a short term to this candle right here. You wait for price to violate and close above it, then you decide to see price pushing to the upside so far as the dollar index is concerned. Let's switch to the 4-hour. All right, yes, in my previous video I made you aware that I'm no longer a fan of the lower time frames. All right, yes, my maximum time frame I look at is the 2 hours. Yes, my maximum time frame I look at is the 2 hours. If it's not the 2 hours, that means 3 hours, 4 hours, and upwards. I don't focus on the lower time frames. Yes, so you take note of that. I've left the lower time frames for the day traders. Yes, I'm a swing trader, so I don't have to. If I'm supposed to go to the 1 hour time frame, that means I'm just going there for an entry. But these days I mostly take my entries on the 2 hour time frame. All right, I take my entries on the 2 hour time frame. So take note, that is how things have changed so far as my trading style is concerned. So that is just that. So for the 4 hour, we've seen a push to the upside, right? We saw an impulse move to the upside. All right, yeah. So you can decide to be taking short-term trades if we see price violating it. If we see price violating this low right here, all right, if you see price violating this low right here, then the closer below would then definitely see price push down into this zone right here. All right, then before we see a push to the upside. All right, yeah, so that is what I'm expecting to see so far as the dollar index is concerned. For the dollar index, we are beginning to see a change in trend on the daily time frame. All right, a change in trend on the daily time frame, provided we see price retracing and closing above this area. All right, and that will be very important, or I'll expect to see that and see how the CPI is going to react. All right, yes, the CPI will be a very very major catalyst for this direction I'm expecting to come into flourish. All right, yeah, so if the CPI plays out in a manner that will push price to the upside, then definitely you're going to see that. All right, because it's a major news that decides the direction of the market as far as going into a new month is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that so far as the dollar index is concerned here. So last week, by popular request, some of you were asking as to why they were making an agitation that I didn't add gold to my watch list here. So it's here. All right, yes, I intended on doing a special analysis for you last week, but I had a very very tight week, so I couldn't. Yes, but I have gold here. All right, so make sure you stay true to the end so that you see what I'm expecting to happen so far as the gold market is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on Gbpusd. Yeah, so just as we've seen on the dollar index, the opposite or an inverse reaction is happening so far as the GBP USD is concerned. All right, yes, this is the daily time frame for the daily time frame, we've neither taken, we just took out this high right here some weeks ago, all right, and you are seeing price pushing to the downside, all right. Yeah, so but I want us to switch to the weekly time frame and see what is happening on the weekly time frame. Yes, so for the weekly time frame, taking out the previous 6-month high as well as the previous yearly high, all right, that is the high that was made 2023, taking out that high, all right. Yeah, so with this, I will still need to pay close attention to how this week's reaction will be, all right. I will still need to pay close attention to how this week's reaction will be. We had an impulse move to the downside last week, all right. This is a very huge impulse move on the weekly. So going into this week, I'll expect to see a retracement, all right. I will expect to see a retracement at least 50%. Then we see a push down, all right, just as I'm expecting on the underlying index, or that an inverse expectation I have on the underlying index. So I will expect to see a push up as a retracement, then a push down. This low right here is going to be very important to me. Let's switch to the daily for me to talk more about that low right here. Yeah, so this is this low, all right. This is a major low on the, how do you call it, on the daily time frame, all right. If you can remember, the dollar index we've taken out a major high on the daily time frame for the dollar index, but we haven't taken out a major low, all right. We haven't taken out a major low on Gbpusd. But let's quickly look at Euro USD market and see, all right. Yes, let's see if we are having an SMT divergence happening, all right. Yes, let's see what is happening on Euro USD quickly, all right. Yes, yeah. So you see, that is an SMT divergence happening right there. That is an SMT divergence happening right. But on Euro USD, you've taken out a major low on a daily. So in actual sense, we expect price to continue to push to the downside. So as it stands now for Gbpusd, once I've confirmed an SMT divergence, I'll expect to see price push to the downside. Yes, this is very enough for me. All right, it's enough for me to anticipate a bearish move so far as Gbpusd is concerned. All right, my next low on liquidity is this low right here. I'll expect to see price push up a little bit, all right, into this fair value gap right here. All right, this is a fair value gap, into this fair value gap right here, then as well as this down close candle prior to price taking out this high. All right, that makes this zone a very, very powerful zone. All right, yes, so I'll expect to see price push into the zone. All right, I'll expect to see price push into the zone, then we'll see a continuation to the downside right here. All right, so this is how I'm expecting to see the week play out so far as Gbpusd is concerned. Let's switch to the 4-hour and see what is happening there. Yeah, so exactly that. All right, I'm expecting to see price push up a little bit. All right, there's even that chance that we will not even get here. All right, because I mean it has already happened right here. All right, but I mean it can happen. All right, it can happen. It can happen. I will get there again, but just take note that there is that chance of price not even getting up here at all. All right, we might see price meandering around the zone, then we see a push to the downside. All right, yeah. So be very mindful of how you trade this week, because we have a major news on Thursday. So don't expect much from the market on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, the real trading for the week will actually begin after Thursday CPI, then Friday. All right, here. So don't really expect much from the market so far as Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is concerned. All right, yeah. So that is just that. That is just that. So far as Gbpusd is concerned. All right, yeah. So let's switch to AUDUSD and see what is happening there. Yeah, so GPUSD, AUDUSD, same plan. All right, I'm expecting to see price push to the downside. All right, as we are seeing a change in trend. All right, a change in trend. So far as the dollar index is concerned, I'm expecting that cheap AUD/USD also pushes to the downside. We've taken out this low right here. All right, we're taking out this very low right here, and so let's switch to the weekly and see what is happening on the weekly time frame. Yeah, so for the weekly time frame, I told you that on the weekly time frame, I would expect now that you've seen price taking out the previous 6-month high. All right, my next draw on the weekly time frame is the previous yearly high, but that doesn't mean that I'll expect price to continue to push to the upside at this moment. All right, this is my long-term goal. All right, this is my long-term goal. So between here and then my long-term goal, there's going to be some short-term expectations. So I'll expect a retracement before we push up on the weekly. All right, remember we have a fair value gap right here. Price can even come through to take out this low. All right, take out this low before we see what I'm expecting to see the market happen. All right, yeah. So that is that for the weekly. But let's switch back to the weekly time frame and see. All right, so I expect to see price push to the downside. So you're likely to see price giving us a little of retracement, then we see a push to the downside. All right, yes. So that is that for the daily time frame on AUD/USD. Let's switch to the 4-hour time frame. All right, yes. Let's switch the 4-hour. Yeah, so this is the 4-hour time frame. We've taken out this low right here. All right, taking out this low right here. We've taken out this low right here. So I'm expecting to see price finally taking out this zone. We have an order block right here, right? A bullish order block right here. All right, we have a bullish order block right here, but I'm expecting to see price validate it. All right, I'm expecting to see price violate this order block, close below it, then we see a push to the downside. So that is going to be my entry point. I'll first see price violated, come back to it to close, then we see a push to the downside. So that is just that so far as AUD/USD is concerned. All right, yeah. So let's look at what is happening so far as the USD card market is concerned. Let's first of all switch to the daily. For the USD card hasn't been performing so well since last year. All right, here. So I mean, I don't really focus on that much. All right, but sometimes it gives us some short-term opportunities. So I think we can take advantage of the short-term opportunities that this market has been giving us. All right, yeah. So for the long index, we're taking out a major high. USD card, we haven't taken out a major high right here. All right, so I want us to confirm if we are seeing if we are seeing an SMT divergence happening. All right, if you are seeing an SMT divergence happening. So quickly, let's look at USD CHF. Let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF. Yeah. Okay. For USD CHF, yes, this is a major high. Yeah. So that is an SMT divergence right there. All right. That is an SMT divergence right here. So for USD card, I'll expect to see price push up. All right, we've taken out this high right here. I'll expect to see price push up. All right, we trace a little bit, then push up. My next draw on liquidity is this high right here. Let's switch to the 4-hour time frame and see. Yeah, so I'll expect to see price pull down a little bit. All right, pull down a little bit, then pull up to take out this high right here. All right, so if I'm to measure the number of pips, that will give us let me see, that will give us about 132 pips. Yes, which is very good. All right, here. So that is my expectation so far as USD card is concerned. All right, that is my expectation so far as USD card is concerned. Let's look at the next market, that is Gbpusd. For The yen pairs, I made you aware that I'm expecting a big opportunity coming up. All right, I made you aware last week. So for now, my focus is not so much on the yen pairs. All right, my focus is not so much on the yen pair because last week I moved you to the 3 month time frame. All right, yes. Look at how last month closed. So I'm waiting. Sorry, the previous quarter closed. So I'm waiting to see how this quarter will close. All right. So by the end of December, I should be able to deduce where GPGPY is moving to so far as going into next year is concerned. I'm actually expecting a bearish scenario. All right. But if the bearish scenario should happen, that means we should see price closing below the zone right here. So far as the fourth quarter or the last quarter of the year is concerned. All right. Yes. If it closes below this low right here, all right. If it closes below this low right here, then definitely you see price push to the downside so far as going into next year is concerned. And oh boy, that will be a very interesting ride. All right. That will be a very, very interesting ride. So I'm really expecting to see that. All right. Yes, I'm really expecting to see that. Not forgetting this zone right here. All right, not forgetting this zone right here. So for GPJPY, I'm not touching this pair. All right, I'm not touching this pair. I'll look out for what I'm expecting on the long term, and then you see what is happening. Yeah, let's move on to gold. All right, for the gold market, and see what is happening on gold. Yeah, so for gold, I'm expecting to see price push down. Yeah, because of what I'm seeing on the dollar index. All right, let's switch to the weekly time frame and see. Yeah, I'm expecting price to push down. We've seen price pushed up for a long time now. All right, so in a moment from now, we can see a very, very huge impulse move to the downside, which I'm expecting to see that. All right, which I'm expecting to see that if you are in buys for gold, be careful. All right, if you are in buys for gold, be very careful because as it stands now, price can push to the downside at any point in time, which I'm expecting it to happen. All right, let's switch the 1 month and see. Yeah, so you see price has been pushing up for a long time now. All right, yes, so I'm expecting a bearish scenario anytime soon. All right, because I mean, after price taking out price taking out previous highs, there should be a formation of a higher swing low before we see price pushing to the upside. Price is what is bullish on a long term. Price is still bullish. Price has been bullish for years. All right, and it's still bullish. But once we take out a previous high, we should see retracement happening before a continuation to the upside, which I'm expecting it to happen. All right, yeah. So for the gold market, let's switch to the 4-hour time frame and see. Yes. So my focus will be on what this range right here. All right, this range high, and let me I wanted to use this low, but let me use this low right here. Let me use this low. Yes, let me use this low for once. All right, yeah. Let me use this low. All right, yeah. So this range high and then this range low. So let me just draw it out for you to see. So this is the range. All right, I want price to move out of this range. All right, I want price to move out of this range. All right, of which if I'm expecting price to push to the downside, that means I want price to what? To move out, all right, to the side, then we close below it, then we see a push down. So that is going to be my expectation so far as the gold market is concerned. All right, let's switch to the 2-hour time frame. Yeah, so exactly that. All right, exactly that. This range low, this range high. All right, so once we see price move down to violate this low, close below it, then we are in for a ride to the downside. All right, yeah. So that is just that for the weekly market analysis. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do well to click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. I am looking forward to resume my daily updates. All right. See, sometimes most of the time I get so exhausted after work. Yeah, so that is why you for some time now you haven't seen me giving you daily updates. All right, yes. What happens previously was that when I come back from work, I'll rest a little bit, then 12 a.m GMT, I wake up, and then I give you the daily analysis or what I'm expecting going into the day. But let's see. All right, let's see. I'm really looking forward to bringing that back. All right, because it was helping some of you. Yeah, but my work schedule and all that is really distracting me these days. Right? Yeah. So let's wait and see. All right. Yes. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click on the subscribe button, and then my telegram channel, to the link to my telegram channel is in the description box below. Click on it and be part of my telegram community. I'm open for mentorship. I am open for mentorship. All right, especially those of you that want to learn how to be a swing trader. All right, yes, and with the concept I trade with, you can also apply it on the daily on a daily basis, that is on lower time frame, or it can also be a day trader with my concept. All right, yes, I'm a swing trader because mostly I don't have that time to sit behind my PC the whole day. All right, yes, my schedule doesn't allow me to be a day trader. That's why I'm a swing trader. All right, yeah, so my concept, I can apply my concept on short-term trades. All right, yeah, so if you want to day trade, if you want to swing trade, I'm open for mentorship. Just get in touch with me, and then we take it from there. My Telegram ID is in the description box below. Pick it up and then hit me up on Telegram. All right, hit me up on Telegram, and then we take it from there. I'll come your way again another time. I wish you all good luck and good trade. Peace.